Okay, so because this process, the tech process change, role change process is going to roll out from tomorrow, and that is the basic reason we are assembled here today. So I am just going to let you know that how we will start with this. So I am just going to share my screen. Just let me know if you are able to see this. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yep,
Yes,
I can
can.
see it.
Okay. So basically, we everyone knows that this process is going to roll out from tomorrow. So this is something that we need to do the first thing when we start our day tomorrow. Um, so for all the tax, the basic thing that they need to do tomorrow is, like, suppose you are, because you already assigned to some of the clients, and so suppose Vijender uh, is already assigned to some clients. I'm talking about your present team. um, you are already assigned to some of your clients. Now you have to go to your base camp, and you need to check your assigned task. So suppose Vijendra has to check the assigned task, his assigned task in all fit automotive, and then he has to assign that task to the new to the new person and to the correct person. So so this is something that we need to do the first thing tomorrow. So I'm just going to show you this by example. This is the sheet, but now this all these changes has also been implemented in the score task. When you check the SEO client list, you would be able to check these changes. I mean, these roles uh, has been implemented here. Like, the link builder section is already added. Now you can also see the on-site optimization tag. You can also see the SEO development for developers. So these columns has also been implemented in the SEO client list section in score task. So if you want to check any of the client, and who's the who, basically, who is, I mean, so suppose you go to this client. So suppose Tooth Fairy Pediatric Dental, this at present this client is with Chetan. So what Chetan needs to do tomorrow, he needs to go to the base camp of Tooth Fairy Pediatric Dental, and then he has to assign the particular task. So suppose I open the base camp for Tooth Fairy Pediatric Dental, and then I checked my assigned task. So basically, I will go to this. And so suppose Chetan is the primary tech on this at present. So Chetan needs to check his assigned task, like this build company profile links. Like, this task is assigned to Chetan and Kanupriya this time. So they needs to check who is now who would be handling this profiling creation or business profile creation. So basically you can use this core tasks, but this core task is not Hamza is basically working on it, and he would be able to update all the names of the text probably by tomorrow. But he if he would not be able to update this, we need to use this sheet. So um, Chetan or Kanupriya has to go to this sheet and check for Tooth Fairy Dental. and he needs to check who would be handling the business profile. So Chetan himself is there for this task, but suppose instead of Chetan there is Rohit, so he needs to go to the comment section, add a comment like according to the new tag process, or mention that person. So suppose if you check that Rohit is not in this base camp, then you have to add Rohit to this base camp, right? If you are going to assign this task to Rohit, if Rohit is there, this time Chetan is there for this task. But suppose if Rohit is there in this task, so you have to go to base camp and add Rohit on this task, and then mention Rohit and add a comment like according to the new tech process, I'm assigning this task to you. And if you have more inputs, like you have something to add, or you have to you want to add a sheet, or you want to update Rohit about the task, you can go ahead and do that. So you need to take care that this task is assigned to a correct person that is mentioned in this list, right? So this is the first thing that you all have to do tomorrow. So go to all your assigned client base camp, check your assigned task, and then add a correct person to that task, right? So this is the thing that every tech has to perform tomorrow morning. So this is the first thing that we need to do. And uh, after that, I mean, team leads have to check that because tech has to assign those tasks to the correct person. Team leads has to check that every task has been assigned to the correct person. So before you end your day, you can just go and go to the some of the task, or maybe all of the task, and you need to check that the correct tech is assigned to that particular task. So is there any question about this?
Yes, I have one question.
Okay.
Like you said that we need to mention the comments in the section, and we need to mention your name with the comments that I'm going to assign this task to you as per the new tech process. Is
Right.
is mentioning the comment uh, is mentioning the comment is works only, or we need to reassign as well?
Obviously, yeah, we need to reassign that task to that particular person. So yeah, I mean the main thing that we need to do is the reassignment, and the comment is obviously the thing that you have to perform because you want to mention that person that this is going to you, and these are the update for that particular task. So suppose for this link building task, you have some update, you have some sheet, you have to mention that, and then reassign that task to the person, to the correct person.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I
And
just want to mention one thing.
right.
Like that, like just like adding team members is not just fine. You need to add the team leads as well to the project in the base
Okay,
camp.
so this was the second thing that I was going to mention, that um, basically all team leads would be added on all the base camps. So for all the clients, all team leads are going to be added. I mean, by tomorrow, all team leads would be added to all base camps. Okay.
Yeah, great.
Okay. Any other question related to that? Okay, so this is the first thing that we need to perform tomorrow. So every tech is responsible to assign the task that are assigned to you to the correct person. And you can use this sheet for now because this core task list is not updated completely. So Hamza is working on that, and as soon as it is updated we would be able to let you know that this core task list is updated and you can use this. But for now you can use this sheet. And if anyone is not confirm that this particular, so suppose you have, I mean, you are assigned to a security related task, or the https related task, and you are not able to understand that what set task set that task should be like, you need to follow this sheet then. So suppose for https, this task belong to sorry, this task belong to SEO development task for development, right? So you need to check, so suppose this https task comes for tooth fairy, then you need to go to this sheet and check who is the person for. I would go to check tooth fairy, and then I will check who would be the person for that section. So SEO development for tech, and then Chetan is responsible for this task. So suppose for Tooth Fairy Dental, you are assigned to HTTPS already. I'm just giving an example. So any of you assigned to HTTPS for Tooth Fairy Dental, you need to go to you can confirm which section or which set of tasks that task belongs to. So you can use this sheet for that purpose, right? So this sheet have all the information, like https task belongs to this SEO development task for developers. And if you have some task related to like Google Analytics, that is assigned to you. And you this that task belong to onboarding task, so you need to go there and check who is the person responsible for onboarding for that particular client, and assign that task to the correct person. And if that person is not on the base camp, you need to add that person to base camp first, and then assign that task to that person. And comment, and you can comment on the comment section if you have some more inputs about that task. So these are the things that you need to follow. And yeah, I mean, team leads would be added to all of the clients base camp, so they would be able to access them, and whenever they want to go to any task they can go and check. And also team leads are responsible to check if all the tasks are assigned to the correct person. And you can do that by the end of the day tomorrow. And after all these things are done, we would be able to start our day. Uh, this thing will be roll out completely. So this is the way we need to work tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, just one thing. I'm not sure if team members, text can actually add another person to the base camp person. I'm not sure if they have the access or the right to do that.
Yeah, I
In that
personally feel,
case,
yeah, I think this is, I mean, everyone can add another person, but if anyone cannot, they can let
yeah,
me or Christine know that, and we can check the permissions, and we can assign that person a permission required. Okay. Okay. And one more thing that I want to mention, like, if for like taking an example of All Fit Automotive, if Rohit is responsible for SEO development for developers, then Rohit is also responsible for competitor link analysis. So that person is responsible for, I mean, not only responsible for a single task, but he is also responsible for the another task. So it's like, I mean, You can check that every person have some other duty as well for that particular client, right? So just you have to follow this sheet, or you have to follow this core task link for the SEO clients. But basically, because this is not updated yet, you can use this. And the secondly, for checking what set of that particular task, which set that particular task belongs to, you can check this sheet. This is actually the another tab in the SEO client sheet that we use daily. This is the another tab. So I can share this sheet with you, so you guys have to follow these two sheets basically would be good enough to work on, right? So yeah, is there anything you all wanted to know, or if there anything that any thoughts, any comments or questions about this? Christian, is there anything that you want to add to it?
Yeah, regarding the KPI spreadsheets, I will be making those for each of the texts, so you don't have to worry about making your own spreadsheet for the KPI tracking. I'll provide those for each of the texts. That way, it will only be the tech and their team lead who will be, able to edit that and have access to it. So by tomorrow, I'll have those done, and I'll distribute those to everybody tomorrow.
Yeah, just to mention, I already did that for my team.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just give me and Kanika access. That way we can see it too.
All right.
That's great. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's it for me. And any other questions from anybody else?
Just want to mention one thing, that if you start on this task and you got something, and also suppose you are not able to understand which person this task should go, just talk to your team lead, or me or Christine, and we would be able to help you on that. So other questions?
All right. I think we're all good here. No other questions from anybody else. So we'll be rolling this thing out completely tomorrow. And if you do find anything that we need to fix, or you're finding difficulties with something, let us know. Let me, Hanukkah, and your team leads know. That way we'll look into it, make sure it gets fixed, and nobody else experiences any other difficulties. All right. We'll use this first month as a trial period here, and make sure we get everything straightened out, and make sure no one's having any issues with the way we're going to be working on moving forward. All right. All right. Thank you, guys. Hanukkah, you can stop the broadcast. That way the recording gets finished.
Yeah.
And